This is Land of Havilah with the book of 1 Chronicles, the 13th book of the Old Testament. As usual, we'll read the entire book and give some short comments. Each book of the Old Testament builds on the ones that came before. As far as 1 Chronicles is concerned, the listeners will need to be familiar with 1 and 2 Samuel first. Or better yet, he should start with Genesis and listen to the books in order as listed in the Bible. We use the translation known as the World English Bible because it's faithful to the original Hebrew, and it's not copyrighted, which allows us to read and post the entire text without legal issues. The name Land of Havilah comes from Genesis 2:11. It's a place that has everything a person would need to do well and prosper. Credit goes to the NET Bible translation notes for insights into the Hebrew. 1 and 2 Chronicles are mostly the history of the United Kingdom under David, and after that it'll be the history of the southern kingdom, while somewhat ignoring the northern kingdom. So we could say the Chronicles are Judah-centric. Coming up in 1 Chronicles chapter 1, a genealogy from creation to Isaac. Then in the next 8 chapters, mostly genealogy. Quoting from 1 Chronicles 9:1, genealogical records were kept for all Israel. They are recorded in the scroll of the kings of Israel, end quote. We won't find the complete genealogical records of all Israel here. That would be millions of people and fill a lot more than 8 chapters. The genealogy will be selective. Coming up, the male line from Adam to the sons of Noah, verse 1. Adam, Seth, Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Comment, that was a summary of what we find in Genesis chapter 5. It's an 11-generation male line, which is common to everyone on earth because it's the male line from Adam to Noah, and we're all descendants of Noah. The whole earth was repopulated by Noah's sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Genesis 9:19. Coming up, some of the details of the repopulation, verse 5. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Diphath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Rodanim. Comment, that can all be found in Genesis 10. Noah's son Japheth became the father of nations that were mostly distant from Israel. The biblical account of their line ends right there. Now Noah's son Ham to the end of his biblical account, verse 8. The sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Raamah, Sabteka. The sons of Raamah, Sheba, and Dedan. Cush became the father of Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. Mizraim became the father of Ludim, Anamim, Lahabim, Naphtahim, Pathrusim, Caslahim, where the Philistines came from, and Caphtorim. Canaan became the father of Sidon, his firstborn, Heth, the Jebusite and the Amorite, the Girgashite, the Hivite, the Archite, the Sinite, the Arvadite, the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. Comment, that was the line starting with Noah's son Ham, going to the end of his biblical record. In verse 10, Nimrod, quote, began to be a mighty one in the earth, end quote. He conquered a number of cities in Mesopotamia, Genesis 10:10 through 13. This was the first great kingdom recorded in the Bible. In verse 13, Ham's grandson Canaan was the forefather of the original nations of the Promised Land. Israel pushed the Canaanites out of the land, but not completely. The land was called Canaan before Israel invaded, and Israel after. Now with regard to Noah's son Shem, who was a forefather of Israel, verse 17, the sons of Shem, Elam, Asher, Arpachshad, Lud, Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. Comment, we associate Aram with Syria, just north of Israel. Now the male line leading from Noah's grandson Arpachshad to Abraham, verse 18. Arpachshad became the father of Shelah, and Shelah became the father of Eber. To Eber were born 2 sons. The name of the one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. Joktan became the father of Almodad, Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Diklah, Ebal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. Shem, Arpachshad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Reu, Serug, Nahor, Terah, Abram, also called Abraham. Comment, in verse 18 we see Noah's great-grandson Eber. That name might be the basis for the word Hebrew. In verse 19, the earth was divided in the time of Peleg, which might refer to the Tower of Babel incident when people were scattered all over the earth. Everything we've read so far is recorded in the genealogies of Genesis 5, 10, and 11. This will be the pattern for 1st and 2nd Chronicles. The Chronicles are largely a recap of the history of the books leading up to them, plus there'll be some new information we don't find in other books. Now from Abraham, verse 28. These are the sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael. These are their generations, the firstborn of Ishmael, Nebaioth, then Kedar, Abdil, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedema. These are the sons of Ishmael. Comment, Ishmael's descendants are associated with the desert lands south of Israel. Quote, from Havilah to Shur, that's before Egypt, Genesis 25:17. Verse 32. The sons of Keturah, Abraham's concubine, she bore Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua, the sons of Jokshan, Sheba, and Dedan, the sons of Midian, Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldaah. All these were the sons of Keturah. Comment, in verse 32, Midian was a son of Abraham. Moses lived with the Midianites for 40 years. A few of the Midianites joined themselves to Israel during the Exodus. Verse 34. Abraham became the father of Isaac, the sons of Isaac, Esau, and Israel. Comment, in verse 34, Israel appeared, also known as Jacob, and his twin brother Esau, also known as Edom. Now coming 2 verses about Edom, who became the forefather of the nation on Israel's southeast. Verse 35. The sons of Esau, Eliphaz, Reuel, Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. The sons of Eliphaz, Teman, Omar, Zephi, Gatam, Kenaz, Timnah, and Amalek. The sons of Reuel, Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. Comment, now coming the genealogy of the man Seir, who pops up without any background. His line was associated with the highlands south of the Dead Sea. Esau, also known as Edom, moved into those lands. His lines mixed with Seir's lines, and the land eventually became known as Edom. The last 17 verses of the chapter are the genealogy of this nation to the south. This can all be found in Genesis 36. Verse 38. The sons of Seir, Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. The sons of Lotan, Hori, and Homam, and Timnah was Lotan's sister. The sons of Shobal, Alian, Manahath, Ebal, Shephi, and Onam. The sons of Zibeon, Aya, and Anah. The sons of Anah, Dishon. The sons of Dishon, Hamran, Eshban, Ithran, and Cheran. The sons of Ezer, Bilhan, Zaavan, and Jaoktan. The sons of Dishan, Uz, and Aran. Now these are the kings who reigned in the land of Edom before any king reigned over the children of Israel. Bela the son of Beor, and the name of his city was Dinhaba. Bela died, and Jobab the son of Zerah of Bozrah reigned in his place. Jobab died, and Husham of the land of the Temanites reigned in his place. Husham died, and Hadad the son of Bedad, who struck Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place, and the name of his city was Avith. Hadad died, and Samlah of Masrekah reigned in his place. Samlah died, and Shaul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his place. Shaul died, and Baal-Hanan the son of Achbor reigned in his place. Baal-Hanan died, and Hadad reigned in his place, and the name of his city was Pei, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matrid, the daughter of Mezahab. Then Hadad died. The chiefs of Edom were Chief Timnah, Chief Aliah, Chief Jetheth, Chief Oholibamah, Chief Elah, Chief Pinon, Chief Kenaz, Chief Teman, Chief Mibzar, Chief Magdiel, and Chief Iram. These are the chiefs of Edom. Comment, 1 Chronicles 2 is next, which begins to focus solely on Israel. If this recording doesn't automatically go there, you can follow the links chapter by chapter easily at landofhavilah.net. Havilah is Havilah, landofhavilah.net for 1 Chronicles 2.